Welcome back, boys and girls, to my channel. You probably see from the first shot of this video that this is a huge, massive road cut. Again, Parry Sound. I decided to stop here in a snowman's land in a big area between intersections of a couple of highways. On my way home to Mississauga. I sent my wife to pick up some coffee, and of course when I see rocks I have to stop and see what's going on. And this is just a interesting outcrop of roundish feldspar, quartz, round, almost river rock like gravels being encased in this gneiss outcrop. And as you can see, that's a massive boulder that was knocked off the area here. So there's always something interesting wherever you go. So as you noticed probably from my previous videos, I have a little bit of love affair with Parry Sound area because of my frequent visits to campgrounds there, including Groundy Lake. Anyway, whenever I see the road cuts, I wish I could just walk along the highways, which is actually not possible. So these are few examples of the rocks that I brought from this road cut I showed you in this short video at the beginning of this video. So these are feldspars, pebbles encased again in some kind of gneiss action after they were trapped into the liquid form of a rock. Of course, from that road cut also comes this sample of garnet, which is ever present in there. So I just want to show this acapit of the book from mineralogical report. So 93 sparked period of intensive prospecting for copper, and the biggest mines that I mentioned here is Wilcox and McGowan. So not far from this road cut, when I was just going more south on the same side of the highway, there's another road cut. Looks like they abandoned some kind of ramp going to the highway. That ramp goes through this very black hornblende gneiss, and I found in there very interesting vein, quartz vein. Quartz vein is your friend, especially if it's encased with black, or in this case here, green mica. So a lot of mineralization happens when those minerals are appear. So as you can see here, there are some samples of bornite, chalcopyrite and pyrite. When I crack open some of that vein, so whenever you see this green mica, this kind of reminds me a little bit of behavior of all veins in the pegmatites in that area, some of them including even uranium bearing minerals, which I'm going to show you in the next video. Now this one is very interesting because, as you can see, there's a bornite here. I also found a piece of bornite in a solid mass. That's what it would be mined and taken away to process. This is not necessarily changing to peacock, but it gets this greenish purplish color. So this is pretty heavy. That would be the ore that would be taken away. So McGowan mine south of Parry Sound, it did produce some stuff after when they figured out how to use drill core sampling. They did extensive work in 20s, even after war. They put some shafts down and made few levels. Not very much, but you know, today's economic view would be just a joke to even explore that, but you know, when we're talking about mums and papas projects, anything was very valuable in those days if you could secure some funds. This is very good example of that vein. And here that vein actually shows this triangle behavior of encasing the quartz. And again, in those pegmatites, in those gneisses, when you see a crack and decayed material all around it, most likely there is a vein there. Again, if we could only walk along the highway and see those road cuts in the close-up, we would find a lot of beautiful specimens of ore, especially sulfides type of minerals, which I find very, very interesting to look at. No wonder that in 1800s, when they found veins like this, sometimes they were hoping for gold, which actually did have values of gold in several locations there. If you read in this report, there are several prospects that have value of gold, but they are really portion of the actually McGowan mine does report tiny nuggets, which I find very interesting, but other mines, they would have the value of the gold inside the ore of certain type of copper, and those ores are mixed with gold, a little bit of gold, a little bit of bismuth, and a little bit of silver even, and arsenic too. So if this is something interests you as a mineralogical excursion, this area is very interesting, and I am in the process of locating dumps that were mined, dumps of the highway road cuts that were chosen to dump the material. There are several of them, I heard, all along the highways. So what helps is Google Maps, and this road cut, I just want to tell you again that you see here all these sulfides is very close to so-called Manny the Mannequin. If you Google Manny the Mannequin and see the location of that particular attraction, then going north you're going to find the road cut I'm talking about. It's in a very, very black hornblende gneiss, and it's on the east side of the 400 highway. If you enjoy this content, I know this is a little nerdy, this particular one is not something that you want to necessarily display in your cabinet, but it's a fascinating geological history of Parry Sound. If you like this content, please tell crazy people about my channel, and like and subscribe so I can make more videos like these. And next one is going to be about mysterious green crystal that I found again in the Parry Sound area a few months ago, and thanks to this report, I figured out exactly what it is now, and I will prepare some material about that for next video. In the meantime, have a great day. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel.